Let's face it, Sonic's had a tough time throughout the years. It wasn't until 2010 where the Hedgehog gained his soul back.
And now he's returning with a bang with Sonic Generations. 2 Sonics, but is it really one epic adventure? Let's zoom in and find out.
Hey fellows, we're back with a story.
The storyline is basically a celebration of the 20 years of Sonic. It's Sonic's birthday, and not many people were invited. Where's Mighty? Ray? Scratch that. Where's Cream's mom, Vanilla?
The plot is sadly weak, and you can tell it was a last-minute thing just to find ways to tie the stages together. While there are some amusing things from the muteless classic Sonic, including a mirror scene that mimics the Marx Brothers. I've heard of copycats, but this is ridiculous.
The game's plot is overall just forgettable.
If you press the A button, I would activate some gameplay.
Now this is where the game really shines like a shine sprite. You have 2 ways to play. Classic Sonic, who plays just like the classic games in the 90s, just a little bit more, lighter. And then you have modern Sonic, who plays like the daytime stages from Sonic Unleashed and Sonic Colors.
It's all split into 3 eras, from the Mega Drive, Dreamcast, and the modern era, and each one has 3 stages cut into 2 acts.
The stages are a blast to play with both Sonics, but sadly the last 3 in the modern era aren't as amazing as the Mega Drive and Dreamcast. But Rooftop Run is a great stage. It's mainly Crisis City and Planet Wisp that aren't so great. I'm just not a fan of Planet Wisp.
The start of the game, you're hit with major nostalgia, causing you to get excited each stage. The levels are so brilliantly detailed that sometimes you'll be admiring all the background stuff. There's plenty of variety in each stage with a lot of secret routes to explore.
Speed Highway was a surprise for me. I ended up loving the remastered version more than the original. Seaside Hill Classic Stage at first was alright, but the more you play it, the more you like it.
The game sadly drops down as you go through. Rooftop Run does save the experience, but it's just not enough, and the last era feels kinda rushed. Crisis City can be awkward at times, and Planet Wisp can be too long-winded to a point I got bored.
There is also a total of 10 missions in each era. Some missions have you racing or battling your friends, while some have your friends helping you out. They're overall nice and fun, but the race yourself missions can get a little repetitive. The bosses aren't as bad as people made out. While Metal Sonic and Shadow sub-bosses are alright, the Silver boss really stands out as a personal favorite of mine in this game. The main bosses such as Death Egg Boss and Perfect Chaos are fun to play, namely Perfect Chaos, which is maybe better than the original.
Egg Dragoon is decent enough, though the final boss is proper lame and a major disappointment. What's up with these final bosses? They're all horrible. Horrible!
The game really needed a final stage to have a build-up to the final boss. Having Planet Wisp as the last level really lets it down. No stages from Sonic 3 or Sonic 3D is a bit of a letdown, as Ice Cap would have been great. The Xena Night Zone is included, but only as a DLC, which means you have to pay for it.
But you can get it free in special edition packs, not to be confused with the collector's sets. But sadly it's a pinball minigame that in the end feels a bit of a waste. If they really wanted a pinball minigame, why not make it a stage based off Sonic's pinball?
It is a bit too easy to get its ranks, and Super Sonic doesn't last very long. You'll be back to Sonic in no time.
Overall, it's good.
Wow, I'm in control of Tetrahedron soon.
Classic plays brilliant, feels lighter than usual, and Modern Sonic slightly has control issues.
He's
but
very
loose. They're very small to be a big deal. Overall, they're both great.
Although modern Sonic is very loose. He's like a slippery sandwich. A slippery tuna sandwich.
I'm gonna say sound backwards.
The game contains some of the best Sonic tracks in years. Loads of great remixes of favorites such as Sonic 3 Menu Select, a Sonic 2 Final Boss tune, to a great, if not better, song of City Escape.
Each tune will bring back memories and possibly make you shed a nostalgic tear. The voice work is sadly flat compared to other titles, as Roger, despite being cringeworthy in Colors, did a better performance in there than he did in this, where he sounded plain.
Like ready salted potato chips.
Wait a minute, this is graphics?
One word. Brilliant. The graphics are amazing. While some people said the graphics is meh and not as good as Call of Duty, all I can say to you is this. It's a cartoon, not a realistic game. Therefore, the graphics are brilliant.
Why are they brilliant? I just want to know. You don't say why they're brilliant.
They're brilliant.
Why? Is it a texture detail? Is it texture sharp? Is it a smooth frame rate?
I want to stretch out my length.
There's a lot to do. While the main storyline is very, very, very short, there's a lot of missions, red coins to find, and S ranks, and even time attacks online to keep you busy. And some stages, such as Sky Sanctuary, Chemical Plant, and Speed Highway, are addictive and lovable enough to make you come back anyway.
Overall, I love you.
Sonic Generations is, if not, one of the best Sonic games in recent years. While Colors was good, it could easily be topped, and Sonic Team did just that, with a celebration game that really packs a lot of punch.
Ow! Let's hope Sonic Team continues with this and fixes the little problems, such as the weak final boss.
In the end, the game makes you wish there were more stages, but also leaves you disappointed by the ending stage and final boss, that you know could have been better. I would give this a 9 out of 10, but due to Dex Martin's rating system, it gets a 24 out of 30. That's not bad. Wow.
Wow, we prefer this over Uncharted 3.